bounce, pass.
Sports.
Pass, kick, pass. Dunk it.
What?
Funk it. Sure. Serve it. Here. Work it.
Swish.
Jocular. We're about to get jocular.
Welcome to Jocular.
Wait,
Welcome.
now that we're like officially over or Zoom, let's try to do that in the most ASMR way possible.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Hi.
And welcome to Jocular.
It's a show. 3 close friends.
Talk about women's sports and talk about all the gayest sports news.
My name's Katie Kershaw. She, her.
My name's Tien Tran. She, her.
And my name's ER Fightmaster. They, them. All right. Hey everybody, how you doing?
I hope you guys are
good
doing
to
good night. I hope you're still here after that.
Yeah, I hope we didn't make you all run away after that.
No, the producers have called. We just doubled our listenership.
Oh my God. That's so good to
They
hear.
don't call you guys. It's so weird. They only call me with that kind of news.
Yeah, why are they
Yeah.
only, why? What's with the direct line? God.
Yeah,
I
what's
said
going on?
I
Why
kind
do
of.
you have a landline fight?
Well,
Just for
I have a
producers.
landline for the producers. The producers, they all have Androids, and I know that you guys refuse to answer Android phones.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
So
That's
they call
actually
Daddy on the landline.
Call Daddy on the landline.
Calling Daddy on the landline.
And if you see
Line.
ER
Okay, wait,
Fightmaster
that's
in concert
actually
this
could
summer,
be
you will
a
hear
pretty
Daddy on
good
the
country
landline.
banger.
Calling Daddy on the landline. I guess we should talk about sports.
I guess, right? So today we have a very special guest, Ashley Gavin. They're an amazing comedian and a huge sports fan. And we're also going to quiz her later on some women's sports knowledge. But first, some updates from our group chat.
I mean, group chat wise, can we talk about the Skims ad?
Oh
my gosh,
my
yes.
God.
Holy cow!
Here's the thing about the Skims ad. Do I like that the WNBA has partnered with the Skims? Maybe not. But do I like what has come from the partnership?
Yes.
Yes.
Cam Brink, I'm sorry. Like, everybody looks incredible. That Cam Brink photo really stuck with me.
Cameron Brink's like a model.
Like an actual model.
Like if she was on America's Next Top Model, I would be rooting for her.
Right. You'd be like, that's not fair. She's obviously modeled before.
Yeah, she's obviously like Tara. Stop yelling at her. She's gonna make it.
They were all absolutely. Did you call her Tara?
No,
Tyra.
Tyra. Oh my god, I called her
Tara.
Tara.
Tara Vandermeer,
Tara,
who
stop
now
yelling at her.
hosts.
Wait, actually, yeah, Katie's right. Tara Vanderveer retired from Stanford coaching to host America's Next Top Model.
We're rebooting it.
Athlete version.
I'd watch that.
They're so hot. Oh my
Yeah.
They
Kelsey
are so
Plum.
hot. Who else was in it?
We have Candace Parker, Kelsey Plum. We've got Dejanay Carrington.
Fire.
Absolute fire.
They look amazing.
It's the same way that I feel when we get the bodies at what's it called?
the
You know what I'm
Body
talking
Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Yes. Or
And you get to
is it
see all the
whatever it
athletes
is.
naked.
It's the ESPN or Sports Illustrated
Yes.
Bodies issue. Yes.
I love
Yes.
that one, and I love it. I love it in the same, it's like equally perverted and non-perverted. Like, it's so fascinating to see these bodies that are just like so fine-tuned for their sports. And like the bodies issue is always fun because you get to see all the different types of bodies that are like fine-tuned for their specific sports. But like, I don't know, seeing all these WNBA players and these Skims, I was like, it was successful. It made me like Skims. Like,
it made me want I'm not going to get Skims, but it made me think about getting Skims.
It did. It made me think about getting Skims.
Yes.
I have one Skims item, and I will say it failed me. But now I'd reconsider. Maybe I'd dip my toes back in. I had a little bra, and they're very size inclusive, and I thought I bought the right size, but that size did not include me, and it did not work.
Okay. A real review.
Yeah, from a real woman. But I will say my favorite celebrity, Northwest, Kim's oldest, is hugely into basketball.
Okay, great.
She's a basketball player. I mean, I think they all play basketball. At least Saint plays basketball as well. But North is like obsessed and has like TikToks of just like her dribbling. I don't know. I love Northwest. I gotta say it, I do. I love her. I stand by it.
Well, speaking of celebrities who are sponsoring or getting into the sponsorship game with women's sports, did you all see that Flavor Flav is announced that he wants to help fund the U.S. Olympic water polo team?
Yes. Well, did you see why it all happened?
I mean, I saw that like the U.S. women's captain, team captain, like said something on Instagram, said that they wouldn't have enough, like that, you know, as an Olympic athlete, you have to work like 2-3 jobs just to make ends meet, and the team needs funding.
Yeah, it's a beautiful message. We should like repost it on our Instagram. But she goes into like, these are the strongest people I know. We have 2, maybe 3 jobs. We are teachers. We are physician assistants. We are like going into such detail. And the fact that Flavor Flav, one of my favorite reality stars, heart of gold and a chain to match it.
And a girl dad. I didn't know that.
Total girl dad.
Total girl dad. You know I
Tiana,
love to know that.
Are you
I'm a girl dadder.
Girl dadder.
As a dad woman, I love girl dads.
That's beautiful.
I love
I'm not
that.
a dad. I'm a girl dad.
I'm a girl dad. We can break that down another time. But I mean, it is one of the reasons why he said he wanted to help support the team.
Well, what are some other like early aughts reality stars do we want to see? Brett Michaels.
Rock of Love.
Absolutely. Rock of Love. Well, what about New York herself from Flavor of
Oh my
Love?
God, New York herself. Yeah.
I mean, whatever she wants, she should support.
I would love Ruthie from Real World Road Rules.
Ruthie. Oh,
Do you remember
Tila
Ruthie?
Tequila?
yes. Tila Tequila.
Oh my God. Tila Tequila, before she became a Nazi extremist wiper, but before, when she was our, bi icon, it'd be great if she could. Bicon. It'd be great if she could support, the U.S. women's water polo team too.
It would be beautiful. I mean, I'm thinking the entire cast of Real World New Orleans, one of my favorites. They could all just kind of band together.
What about that curly-headed man on Survivor?
I don't know this reference. Which one are you talking about?
The most famous curly-head man.
You know, the famous curly head man.
He's blonde. His hair was dyed blonde.
Okay.
He's the most famous curly head. I'm gonna look up his name, and I bet you if I type in curly head man Survivor, it would come up. Joe,
come on.
Is it Joe? Well, that's season 30.
Joe.
No,
Yeah,
that's
Joe.
a different guy. Different guy.
Joe.
Blonde.
Joe, come on, it's Joe.
Haley, don't cut any of this, okay? Screenshot this for the group.
You know who I would like? I mean, she's on TV now, but to me, she was like 90s. I would love Mariska Hargitay to kind of step out and support a team as well. I would love Olivia Benson to.
We need her on the case.
We need her on the case to solve the issue of funding.
Thank you. Thank you for finally saying it.
I mean, I'm just saying she needs to solve the mystery of where the money is for the U.S. Olympic team, okay? Some power lifters need money.
I know that this is probably not true, but sometimes my brain is automatically anti-man, that I was like, I bet the men's water polo team doesn't have this issue. I bet they've got daddy's money. It's like, what's wrong with me?
It's okay to feel that way.
it's okay to feel that way. And I think you might be,
Right? Am I right?
I don't know.
We're not going to say you're wrong. Not live on the pod.
We're not going to say you're wrong.
Not live
say
on the
wrong.
pod. And that's support.
Did you guys check your phones? I sent you a photo of someone important.
Okay.
And I found, first of all, that's not him.
absolutely
But the
do
guy,
not know
but the
this.
guy
Okay.
was Johnny Fairplay. The guy that I was thinking of is Johnny Fairplay.
I'm sorry. I've never watched. I know this is going to be upsetting to people, but I've never watched.
Yes,
Survivor.
yes, I know exactly. He is. Yes.
Johnny Fairplay?
Yes.
Thank you.
yes.
Okay, anyway, I'd like for him to invest in women's sports. Tien, we're going to go ahead and not listen to what you said about what you said.
Yes. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Hey, don't apologize. We didn't even hear it.
Hey.
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 Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have Ashley Gavin coming in to sit with us.
Bounce, bounce, pass. Pass, kick, pass. Jocular. We're about to get jocular.
And we are back with a incredibly funny comedian. You might have seen her stuff all over TikTok, Instagram. She has an incredible special on YouTube called Ashley Gavin Live in Chicago. It's the amazing Ashley Gavin. Woo!
Thank you so much.
Ashley, before we keep going, can you tell us your pronouns and your favorite sport?
Sure. She, her. Whoa. To watch basketball.
Okay.
To play. Oh man, my Peloton?
That counts.
It's not even my Peloton.
That's great.
It's not even, it's the building's Peloton.
Hey, a Peloton is a Peloton is a Peloton.
Yeah,
and
that's
somebody
you're-
owns it, and you can ride it.
and you're
I loved
competing.
dodgeball as a kid.
Oh,
That's a
get back
scary
into
sport.
it.
I love that.
Yeah. But as a child with the foam balls, I think I cut you off though, Katie.
Oh no, I was just saying, a Peloton, you're competing against yourself, your biggest competitor, and that's what's beautiful about it.
Yeah.
It is, but you also have that fucking leaderboard, and nothing will make you more upset than that. God, who are these people?
See, this is why I don't subscribe to I don't do the leaderboard things. I just bike.
I turn it off.
I bike with like a YouTube woman that I really love who only says nice things to me, and I don't know what everyone else is doing.
You guys don't want to figure out how
woman.
much you suck? I feel like I get driven by that thing. I like to know how much I suck.
My progress is so slow. It's just so insanely slow that I find it better just to not even think about. Like if I get a personal record, it'll let me know, obviously like, oh, that's a personal record. And I'm shocked. I think it's only happened twice. I think I've only ever had 2 personal records.
Gorgeous.
I think,
well,
I think I've been
Ash, that's kinda
worse
sad
than
to
my
say
first time
out
ever.
loud.
Yeah, really sad. Really sad.
We're going to find a way to turn it into a positive. Through editing, we're going to clip that
Yeah.
into I
Yeah.
have so many PRs. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
I'm sorry,
I
but
PR nonstop.
that says consistency to me.
Uh-huh.
Like you are consistent.
yeah.
And what is more important in life than knowing I
What's
know
more
that Ash is going to be
froze?
there.
Froze in the middle of a compliment.
Katie-
but probably the question is, what is more important than consistency?
Yeah.
and
And
nothing.
truly nothing.
Nothing.
Like I'm still alive. I'm not dead. I'm on the bike.
That's right.
And
there are a lot of people that die on those bikes.
there are.
Mr.
I mean,
Big
what's
to
that
be one.
show?
Yeah,
And
Mr.
just
Big.
like that?
Mr.
Exactly.
Big. And
And
just like that.
See, you're beating him.
died.
You're beating
beating
him on the
Mr. Big.
leaderboard.
Yeah.
And in other ways, I really hope.
Yes.
But I was on one of those bikes that they recalled, and
No.
I was staying at a hotel and using their Peloton, and the seat fell out from under me.
Fucking
It just
hell.
fully fell.
Oh.
Yeah, I was fine, but it was really scary.
Did you
It
tell
was very
anyone?
scary. Yeah, I was like, hey, I think you have one of those Pelotons that needs to be recalled because I almost just fucking died.
See, you saved other people's lives.
Ashley, I learned
Maybe,
this term
maybe.
from you, but would you call Peloton riding like the ultimate tribbing?
I think for some people, it absolutely is. Like, especially like a middle-aged woman who's really unhappy in her marriage. I feel that spin is not just for her like mental health, but it might also be a sexual activity.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like her
Especially
being-
if there's like a lesbian instructor and no one really knows,
God.
but she's enjoying the bike maybe more than other people.
Okay, wait, keep going.
she's like, George, I have to go. I have to go to class.
Just for an hour grinding on that fucking bike.
Bounce, bounce, pass. Pass, kick, pass. Jocular.
Ashley, you own a team. Or, I'm sorry, you don't own a team. You own season tickets for a team, right?
Yeah, the Liberty.
Okay, how did you get, like, tell us more about your Liberty fandom.
My friend Mark, who is more of a lesbian than any of us are, he's dating this woman who is like 6'1", professional athlete. They got married after 2 months.
Oh,
So they're not even dating. Immediately U-hauled. I mean, the most lesbian thing I've ever seen.
very hot.
He makes me feel bad as like a feminist. Like he's just a better person than I am. He invited me to a game and it was like a playoff game and it was so fun and it was cheap. It was dirt cheap. I couldn't believe we had such incredible seats at a playoff game and I had so much fun. He was like, I'm doing season tickets next year. Do you want to do it? And I didn't even think about it. I just said yes. I didn't ask what the price was. I just did it. And now it's my thing. It's like, it's really, honestly, it's like a big part of like my mental health. Like it's such an enjoyable group community activity that I can look forward to no matter what is going on. You know, comedy, it's such ups and downs. But like when I am at that game, I am not on my phone. I am not thinking about anything else. Like I am just enjoying the game and I'm feeling such a part of something. I love it. I love it so much.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anytime I talk to anyone who like goes to games, it's all about the community aspect of the women's sport. It's just like everyone is so wonderful. Are you friends with like your fellow season ticket seatmates? Like have you?
Oh
is it
yeah,
one of
we're
those
all
things?
buds.
Okay, cool.
Hell
We're
yeah.
all buds for sure. And Mark is beloved because he screams at the refs in really fun ways.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You
Everyone
using
in
that
the-
straight male privilege for good.
Yeah, definitely for good. Everyone in the area knows Mark as the guy. He's got bits for whatever's happening. Like, you know, if someone flops, he's like, the Tonys were last Tuesday, ref. You know, it's like really like good bits. No matter, I mean, unreal. He's an actor. He's and an improv guy. He's really funny. Yeah. But the bits are solid.
Do you guys have a good burns for refs, like off the top of your dome?
There's a lot of respectfully disagree.
Respectfully disagree.
Disagree.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start shopping some around. I think I'm gonna try out. I wish that you're the only type of zebra I'd kill on safari.
Okay, nice.
Oh,
I
that's
like
really
that
nice.
one.
Thank you.
It's not too
I
long.
like that.
It's not too long.
No, it's the
No.
perfect amount.
It's medium. It's really medium.
You're the type of zebra.
You're the only type of zebra I would kill on safari.
I think I could do something like, have you thought about other things that you could excel at? That would be me. That would be me.
Are you focused at all?
I will say you don't need the only. Unless you're really into letting the people around you know that you wouldn't kill any zebras on the safari except this zebra.
Good edit.
Well, I do think
That's a
that's
good
kind
edit.
I'm just putting that out there.
I'm open to that, and I don't want people to think that I would kill zebra on safari. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're the only big kill I'd go after.
I don't believe in big game hunting, but if I did, you would be the only one that I would think about if I had a gun, but I don't believe in them. But if there's a chance that I have
But you
one-
have to add zebra. Katie, take it back. Katie, take
You
it
have
back.
to say zebra. Okay.
You have to say
If
zebra.
I were fishing in the Amazon, catch and release only, I'd fish for you.
But okay, once again, guys, you're
Well,
missing
see now,
zebras.
Ash, that's just a pickup line.
yeah.
Just like,
That's just
flirting.
a pickup line.
Save that for the players.
Oh my God.
We always ask this question of our guests, and we wanted perfect for you as well. What sports moment made you gay? Like, what sports moment in the history of like professional sports, or even something that you saw growing up that you were like, oh, yeah, I like that?
I mean, I think the women's soccer team, there probably a lot of people say this, but when I was really young, you know, it was, I don't even remember all their names, but there was Mia Hamm and all these like incredible, I mean, like, and I think that was the first time I ever saw people like kind of going crazy for female athletes who weren't figure skaters. Like, I feel like figure skating was pretty big.
Yeah.
Like Michelle Kwan and stuff.
Yeah.
But not like, it was all like girly sport. I'm stepping in it right now.
I
you know what I mean? Traditionally
The
more
high
feminine
sports.
Yeah, that with the outfits.
Yeah.
Sports without costume.
The little clown
think with,
sports
like,
for girls.
So many sports have
Yeah.
costumes.
The thing about like figure skating, they reward historically, they don't reward like extreme athleticism. Like they need it to be this like very graceful, hyper feminine thing. So like when you're like this queer kid growing up who can't grasp those things, doesn't want to grasp those things, you're not going to be into it, even though all of those women are hot and cool and athletic. You're going to look at Mia Hamm and be like, that's power.
Yes.
That's gorgeous. I'm horny. What's tripping?
Or like, you're like, also, it's like a different kind of femininity that is like being applauded versus the like figure skating of it all.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't award shows, displays of the hyper athleticism and the hyper strength. And like the tricky part about these like women's sports that are like we've I think about them in the same way of like categorizing them as like the girlier sports and the more femme sports, is actually all these athletes were having to mask hyper athleticism so that they didn't get penalized. Which is like the Tanya Harding effect, right? Like Tanya Harding wasn't able to mask because of her class, was not able to mask her hyper athleticism in the same way.
Yeah.
And so she was penalized.
You guys know so much about figure skating.
I love Jeff Kerrigan.
Because I was thinking like what I understand what you're saying now. Like they're not, when you say masking masculinity, you mean like they need to look kind of, for lack of better terms, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but like kind of look pretty, look graceful as they do like a triple axel. Is that what you're trying to
Pretending not to be so strong.
Like,
yes,
it is that thing where like figure skating and even like cheerleading and gymnastics, they're just like incredibly athletic, powerful sports. But we've, as a, like, because of the patriarchy, are just like, yeah, put some gems on it and it'll be a little less threatening.
Yeah.
Do you all remember, I don't know her first name. Her last name is Bonali. She was a French figure skater. Yes, who did a backflip, that she was black and very athletic and didn't have the build they liked.
Oh, right, yes.
And they made it illegal. They said, actually, you're not allowed to do that.
There was some huge thing with that.
Yeah, isn't that insane? That's all. Just a
and their argumentation for it being,
past.
they made it illegal, I think, because they were like, it's too dangerous. But it was like, but she did it.
Isn't the whole thing insanely dangerous?
Yes, all of it's dangerous.
All of it's insanely dangerous.
Yeah, all of it's
That's why we're doing it. If it weren't some insanely cool thing, why would they be trying to do any of this?
Right. They're on two thin blades.
On ice.
Yeah.
Like, it's not dangerous when the men throw the tiny women up into the air. Like, all of it.
That's
specifically figure skating
freaks me out every time.
No, it's so scary.
Stop throwing the small women.
No! Oh, not me. Okay.
When the pairs spin near each other and their blades are by their heads.
I know when they put like they spin, they'll lower the women and then they'll spin them around. I'm like, their hands are inches from the blades.
It's so
very terrifying.
It's so
close
scary.
to the ice. I don't like that.
I don't like
sorry,
that.
what
Face close
sports
to
do you
ice.
like? So
Wait, this might be getting too into the weeds, but wouldn't she have had to have told that? Don't you tell the judges the tricks that you're doing for them to be able to score you properly? Because there's like a level of difficulty and all this stuff. Like, wouldn't she have had to have told them that she was doing a backflip? And like, why wouldn't they have known going in? Sorry, I'm really
with figure skating, and I think it's the same with Yeah, with figure skating, you have to hit certain elements in every routine.
Yeah.
So like, I think she was already doing, like she was adding it in addition, and maybe that was what it was that she wasn't getting. Because like you have to do like a fancy long line as part of your judging, and like you have to hit certain triples and doubles. Like, so maybe they just like didn't let her, since it wasn't a trick that
Maybe
was
she just wrote
called
down
for.
surprise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably right.
She wrote down
Well, it's like
ad
the same
libbing
way-
here.
We'll figure it out on the day. I mean, it's the same as
I
like
ask you
Simone
guys something?
Biles. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, go on.
No, just like
can
she
do
is doing
more
more
than-
than we know. So they're like, actually, you need to calm down until we can catch up.
Yeah.
And that's not how it. That's not.
Are
how it
they
works.
doing that to her?
There are certain tricks that she does, or like they won't know how to score her properly because no one's done it before.
Because they fall outside the like required trick that you're supposed to do, or like type of trick you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
She's like my hero.
she's amazing.
Why do you know all this stuff because you've been doing this podcast, or do you know these things about these sports because you genuinely know? Because I am really, really impressed. Like, this is crazy that you know all these things.
I think the answer is a little bit of both. I think
Yeah.
we're all actual sports fans, and then in doing this podcast, like I will say, like we're on you're our 11th episode, or maybe you're our 12th. I'm not really sure, but the amount of effort I've put into keeping up with sports recently is it's marked, right? But I have realized through doing this podcast that like I have a lifetime of like actual fandom.
I'd find that really disturbing if I'm going to be totally honest. Like if I found out that I knew this much about because the things for me that I know a lot about is like a weird amount of like video game shit or like computer shit.
that's-
That would be the thing.
But that's
No,
also cool.
no,
Yes, it
don't.
is.
No,
Yes,
don't
it
try and make it a good thing. I don't like this positivity
No,
that you
it
guys have.
is.
Women in STEM.
I had to hit my PR on compliments for today, and I did it.
And now you're done. Now we're about to get savage.
Savage.
Okay, so you're inspired by Mia Hamm.
Oh yeah, and
And like Brandy Chastain.
yeah, and I think the way that they inspired me wasn't that I was horny for them. It was like, oh, I can be like that, and people will be horny for me, even though I've never seen anyone be horny for like strong women.
Yeah.
You know, it's like felt like it was now like the way that I would, even though I identify, as a woman, I'm a cis woman, I would really, really want to be like imitate, like play as the prince or whatever from a Disney movie, because through his relationship to the princesses or whatever, I could self-actualize as a gay and like as a gay person. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like that's what these women were sort of, I think, looking at athletes at that age, female athletes at that age who were like celebrated. I was like, you could be like a star and be masculine or whatever, have masculinity.
They're your avatar.
Yeah.
It's another role you could play.
Yeah.
I think that's true for all of us in a sense.
Yeah, that's incredibly relatable. Like,
Yeah.
I think sometimes I even had like crushes on, say, like Heath Ledger, not because I wanted him, I wanted to be him. Like, I wanted
Yes.
to be him
Yes.
and
Totally.
like
Yes.
get, like that was like, I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Before we take a quick break, we're going to end on our last question that we always ask everyone.
Yes.
Who do you want to be power slapped by? Now, are you familiar with power slapping?
Unfortunately,
Okay,
I know
great.
about
Okay,
power slapping now.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like can't get into fighting sports.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
I have a hard time. I have to turn around in the movies if someone's about to get like punched or something. I have to look away. I can't look at it.
wow.
Do you
wow,
need, okay,
wow.
then
I'm
Wow.
a pussy.
can we give
Then-
you
okay,
an
maybe-
alt then? Who would you
Yeah.
like to slap?
Who would I like? No, I would rather be slapped. I can't slap.
Really?
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
I'd rather take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Power slap like an athlete.
Anyone.
Anyone can power slap me.
Mine is Rachel Weisz.
I said Michelle Yeoh. Yeah.
Yeah, and mine is Tony Award winning Cherry Jones.
Okay.
You don't have to add Tony Award winning.
Yes, I do.
I'm going to say something, maybe not a great answer, but I have a little bit of like, in my past relationships, I've really gone for people who've ended up being pretty mean to me. And it turns me on how mean they are to me.
Of course.
Like, it's sick. It's sick in the head. And my girlfriend is the kindest, sweetest, most loving person I've ever met in my entire life. She is never mean to me. And even when I'm like, can you like be a little mean to me? She can't be mean to me. So I would actually say I would love my girlfriend to power slap me.
That's so sweet.
Honestly, that's the gayest answer
really
we've had this whole time.
So gay.
It's so gay. It's so sweet.
I'd love to just give her an excuse to turn me on in that unhealthy way that I don't have anymore.
Wow.
You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
toxic toxic turn on that I don't have access anymore.
You guys,
That's
you love that little
romantic.
hand.
I love, yes.
Do the listeners know about it?
No, the listeners don't
About
know.
power slapping?
Or my little
oh no,
hand.
about the little hand that Katie's wearing on her finger.
Oh.
We just recently started recording at home. And I just moved. And so I kind of found these and I'm at my desk. So I thought,
Yes,
why not? So I apologize for being distracting, but I do have two and they're not.
No, they're amazing.
Two
This is
small
why you got to
hands.
put it on YouTube.
All right. We got to get a
Tiny
YouTube
hands.
for
You guys, I think we're gonna
hands.
take a break.
We
I think
gotta
we're
take a break.
We'll be right. We'll
We
be
gotta
right
take a
back
break.
after this break.
Bounce, bounce, pass. Pass, kick, pass. Jocular. We're about to get jocular.
And we're back.
Bye.
But wait, you guys, let's do it ASMR style again.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah.
I'm glad you finished your dinner just then, Katie.
Yeah, I did it.
Yum. Okay.
All right, we're back.
We're back, baby.
We're back and we've got some fun games.
We're going to ask you to name as many, we're going to give you different topics, and then we're going to ask you to name as many things as you can in under a minute, okay? We want you to name as many gay athletes as you can in a minute.
I'm gonna be so bad.
Okay, Katie, counter off.
Remember, Ashley,
Okay.
if it starts to go south, just start making fake names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gayest
Don't worry
sounding
about
names.
it.
Okay, are you ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Leslie McTrib. No. I can do this. Abby Wambach.
Nice.
Who just started, did I pronounce that wrong?
No,
just
great.
started following me on Instagram. How cool is that?
That's
Very
cool.
cool.
Sue Bird.
Beautiful.
Okay. The AD from the non-binary player on the Atlanta Dream. AD, can't remember their last name.
We'll accept it.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
You're halfway through.
Okay, let me go through the Jonquel Jones from the Liberty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steph from the Liberty, whose last name I can't remember. I'm so embarrassed. Okay. Stewie.
Yes.
Stewie, also from the Liberty. That counts. Okay.
Okay.
This is so hard.
4,
I'm sure many
3,
golf players.
2,
Sue's partner.
Several
Sue's
golf
partner.
players.
Time.
Let me tell you something.
Golf players. Honestly, you did so
You
well.
did a great job.
I did so bad.
That's a hard
Several
game.
golf players.
It's a hard game.
Wow. That's a hard game. But remember that most of them are married to other athletes. All lesbians are married, and they're generally married to someone like them.
That's true. You're not allowed to be
Yeah.
a lesbian and be single, or you're bisexual.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That would have been a really good strategy if I could have remembered any of their partners' names.
You know what?
it's okay.
No, it's okay.
So
you did a great job.
What'd you end up getting?
I think it was 6 total.
No, I think I got 3.
No. We're taking first names. Remember, it's
6.
personal best here. We're not here to shame. The only one I didn't count was Leslie McTribb.
Thank you. Appreciate
But I
that.
bet that she was a very good player back in a league of their own. Okay?
Yeah.
I bet she
And
was
we'll
so
do-
good for the Rockford Peaches.
We'll do some fact checking, and if there's a Leslie McTribb still playing in any league, we'll count
We'll
it.
give you 100 points.
We'll count it.
Thank you
Okay,
so much. Thank
next
you.
one.
We've got another segment for you, or another. What would we call this? Okay, I want you to name as many out actresses you can.
So we'll see if you're more of a sporty Les or a Hollywood Les.
This
you know?
is so.
It's so fucked.
And yeah, I want you to
Okay.
out people. I want you to absolutely destroy.
Yeah. If you know they're
Destroy
gay
it.
and we don't, name them.
Yes, it. And
Okay.
this is a safe space for us, but not for them.
No.
I have a strategy going into this.
Okay, great.
Well,
Ready? 3.
Wait.
What? What?
Is there a level of fame that they have to have achieved?
no.
You can't say somebody
Ooh.
we don't know.
Yeah, you can't
No,
say someone
yeah,
that we
but-
if the three of
You
us.
guys, you're
how about
making too
this?
many
What if the
rules.
level is just the 3 of us have to know it? Okay, that's it.
This is
One of us,
ridiculous.
just one out of the 3.
Fine, one of us has to know who you're talking about.
Okay.
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 Shred.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Portia de Rossi,
Old school.
Jane Lynch,
Uh-huh.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yep.
Still gay.
Is Ellen an actor? Not really.
Yes,
Finding Nemo.
Ellen has
I don't
an
know.
Oscar.
Yeah, we count it.
Yes.
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 Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, I'm not great at pop culture, which is the problem, but I'm thinking of the person from Just Like That.
And you're halfway
through. Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna get 3 right now. Tien Tran, ER Fight Master, and Katie Kershaw.
Okay, you're up to
Yeah.
7.
Okay. Fuck me. Fuck me. Jen.
You can
That's my
you can
girlfriend.
name yourself.
Oh,
brother.
she's an actor. She's an actor. Yeah.
Yes.
She's Jen. I need you to name a gay actor. I need a
Don't-
gay actor immediately.
Out of time.
Lesbian actor.
Out of
And
time.
Ah, shit.
7. So
By the way, my girlfriend just came in here being like, what's wrong? Are you okay?
you basically got as many celebrities as you did sports people, and so there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Nothing to be
Pretty
ashamed
well
of.
Okay.
a pretty well balanced pop culture Hollywood sport diet. You know?
Which in that I'm bad at both.
No.
So bad at
You're
both.
committed to a
I
small
think we
group.
should
You're select.
I think we should reduce these last sections to 30 seconds each
Yes.
because these are fun.
Yes.
And I think you'll have an easier time. Your first section
Yes.
for 30 seconds is name the dykiest types of car. And this is obviously subjective.
Yeah. So like
It's not.
It's not.
Okay, you ready?
it's not.
30 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1.
Subaru.
Obviously.
A Jeep. I think Jeep's
100%.
pretty gay.
Yep.
What's that type of Ford? Is it a fuck the SUV one? Okay, that
We're at 3 right now. You got 9 seconds left. You got this.
aren't cars gay though? Really, when you think about it.
And you're out of
End
time.
time.
No, that was about to turn into a beautiful dissertation.
Type 5.
It's so wonderful. Okay,
cars gay?
one more. Are you ready?
This is
Title
your
of
last one, and I
Okay.
think you need 45 seconds because I'm realizing that like the time, like it's freaking you out. So
Yeah,
45
it did freak
seconds.
you out a little bit.
40.
I'm so bad at games like this,
This is-
and I have like a fucking panic attack. Any podcast asks me to do stuff like
I'm
this, and every time I'm like, why don't I get better at these things? Like I just keep doing them, and I keep doing bad.
none of
So
us are
I'm
good at
leaning
these.
into it because it's funny.
None of us are good at these. That is
None of
true.
us. Do you notice why we're not doing it and we've made our sweet guest do it.
We're being assholes. We like complimented sandwiched you. We like brought you in here.
Yes.
We created a safe space, and then we absolutely like this is assault.
Destroyed.
And it's fucked up.
Yeah, we
Destroyed.
destroyed.
Yeah, that's you guys are actually right.
Your last 45 seconds. We'd like for
Okay.
you to name as many of the gayest animals in the animal kingdom.
And follow your heart on
quickly
this
as
one. This
possible.
is really about vibes.
Yeah.
This is subjective, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big time vibes. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Obviously, penguins.
Duh.
Number one.
Yes.
I'd make the argument that any bird, because cloacas.
Yeah.
And if you don't know about that, I'll get into it when I'm done. Dolphins, sex for pleasure,
Yes.
and not probably cats, just because of their affiliation
Yep, you got 15
with
seconds left.
lesbians.
Beautiful.
Rescue dogs, because again, affiliation
Yes.
with lesbians. I would say
5 seconds.
people.
People.
Human beings.
Huge.
I think that rounds it up
Wow.
Out of time.
because we're all animals
Wow.
at the end of the day.
Aren't we?
Again.
Aren't we though?
That fish that changes gender. Sorry.
You know, you technically
beautiful.
won that one because you
Seahorse.
said all birds. And so if we're really like putting that into literally, then that's the section.
But I had a good reason.
Yeah.
You did have a
tells
very
us.
good reason.
Unlike mammals, and I don't know about the other types of animals,
Of course.
but birds have the same genitals. The female bird and male birds have identical genitals.
Yeah.
It's just that for some reason, sperm comes out of one and egg is in the other, but they rub them, they rub them together. And it's just that. It's not that there's like a penetration in the same way.
I don't
Amazing.
think I've ever thought about a bird having sperm.
That's really very interesting.
Now you
They
will.
might, I mean, they've got something, but I know their genitals are the same.
I thought
This
they
is
just
why
kind
all
of
the birds
kissed.
are at Soul Cycle when I try to go to class. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for taking the time to sit with
That
us.
was really fun.
Thank
you guys
you.
are awesome.
You are so
No,
much fun.
you're
We're such
awesome.
fans of your podcast.
Truly.
If y'all like Ashley on ours, you should absolutely check out her podcast. We're having gay sex. It's so funny.
All of these guys have done it.
Yeah, and we've all done it, and
Yes.
we've all loved it.
We've all had gay
Um,
sex.
We have.
All
We
had
have.
gay sex together.
Yes.
And tell us one more time, what's the next show that we can see you do?
Oh, if you could just go to ashleygavin.com, I am actively on tour. It never stops. I will never rest. So there's tons of dates there, and you can sign up to get a text from me when I'm in your city on that
sick.
website. So ashleygavin.com.
Yeah, it's so good. The text is so cool. And my aunt is really like, you've given me more street cred with my aunt than I ever knew was possible.
Is your aunt gay?
My aunt is gay.
Good.
Yeah. She's gay, she's married, and she's in love with you. And I hope
Well,
this makes it. Because Aunt
see her in
Kara,
Louisville.
I'm doing all that I can. I'm doing my best.
Oh, well, Ash, thank you so much. Y'all, thank you all of our jockstraps for listening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at JocularPod. You know, write us little notes, send us little emails. Tell us what you want us to talk about.
You want to ASMR on our way out of here? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
We love you. We love you. Jocular is a production of Hyperobject Industries with Meadowlark Media and was produced by Zaylee Mahone and Haley Fager. Original music and theme are by Nick Gage and ER Fightmaster. And our executive producers are Harry Nelson, Claire Slaughter, Dan Lebitard, and Adam McKay.